much time.
I think it's better to play along here. You wanted to leave? Why? Your father watches but does not respond.
Isn't that what you should do? Don't you want to, anyway? It's in your nature. It was in your mother's nature. It is in mine.
The dead don't speak. Who are you? It's true. But his appearance, his memory, you own all that. He is dead. He is laying down in his bed in the room you just fled. He has never talked to you as long as I talk to you now. I am only an image. I am only a regret. I don't understand. What should I do? I am exhausted. Can you not leave peaceably? Does it have to be so hard? Your father turns his eyes away from you and stares at the horizon. It appears all of a sudden that he is no longer interested in you. He stays like that for a moment, then gently fades away and disappears. Cut. Well, that's annoying. You just learned to escape, which gains one additional movement point for each turn. The more damage it deals, escape to avoid damage. Okay. Escape. Wish there was no traps. Ah, there are some traps. Look at that. I'm a sneaky one, aren't I? Okay. Ow. Stop that. Stop harassing me, you. What does that mean, I wonder? I should be doing okay here. That must be their range of attack, maybe? I'll do anticipation against that guy. Let me help a little bit. Let's see. Oh, I dodged one. It is helping some. Taking a little less damage that way. He's just really far out. Okay, so I'll do escape again. See if I can get a little farther. I can't. Okay, let's just see what happens. This battle's kind of annoying. There's not a lot of action going on. But I guess this game is not about that, I suppose. Come on. Out of range for anticipation. I should probably cast anticipation first and then move. Maybe if I knew what I was doing, this would be easier. Well, I can escape now, so let that go. Oh yeah, 100%. What? I thought I... What the Wheezy? Who are you? Hello, JD. Yeah. What's happening, my love? The shadows in the bedroom, Dad. Sniffle. She remained silent for a moment. The bonfire is ready. The commission will take place in less than an hour. Kaliki and Vekiko will come and get your father. Are you ready? I don't really have a choice, do I? Follow me. Oh, sure. So far, very linear. Okay. Where's the body? There it is. As you walk up the incline behind the old vulva, I don't know, it's kind of strange. You reach an open space. In this early evening, the villagers have gathered. Dark silhouettes in the patched snow. Here, where the trees have been hacked down, the wood is meticulously stacked. The build of the funeral bonfire is rudimentary. You shiver as you glance at it. Two men from the village come in carrying your father's corpse. As your eyes wander on his discolored face, your strength seems to fail you. You tremble, your mouth opens slightly. You feel your legs collapsing under you. You fall to your knees. The voice of the old Akika rises in the cold atmosphere. The vulva begins the first strophe of the vulva. Those names, by which is an ancient and a prophetess. She will guide the defuncts into the kingdom of the dead. Okay. So she's giving the funeral rites. Everything in silence. Every god within oneself. Every being is different, born of the same belly. For those who were killed and their father at their core. For those, I must sing the oldest of poems. His spirit was dead, his body fell to earth, the murder was consummated, the childhood came undone. They sat down, dreadful, atop the walls of dust. What will the worms do with this intangible flesh? The worms do their work, weariness, sleep. They stretch, they crease, they weave the years together meticulously. They mold the human shape, they shape the difference. They are close to the roots where the tree begins. They make the moonless night and the new moon as well. They make the north and east, they make the south and west. They harvest in the dead all that is left to take. They make the ancestor and the wolf, which we call Hydromel. And they make excuse me, sorry about that. And they make the horse, and they make the tempest. They make the hollow magic and the burning desire. They are workers defined by their patience outlook, and all things they have made are flawless creations. All that can be found, all that can be grasped, all the song of sorrow, all the crumbled towers, the cold, the salty wind, the pale and the chapped hands, all that rapes and murders, all that gives and cures. Everything was calm, everything is battle. Thugs, thus goes out to the powers of these man-eaters, from the house that burns for being made of straw, to the rose that is placed during a massacre. The vulva becomes silent. One can only hear the sounds of the wind in the pine trees, and your heavy, numbed breathing. As a man approaches the bonfire with a torch, do not move a muscle.
Gently, in the cold of November, your breath forms a heavy fog, which rises now and then. Eyes lost in the flames, you do not notice it. A fire, like a call to the stars. It is a strange dialogue of shadows. It is a strange fire, which seems to swallow the night, which seems to swallow you whole. It is a strange fire, which which projects, in the cold of November, certain particles of something. Regrets, perhaps. Regrets that fly away, burning, crackling, disappearing under a horizon barred with naked trees and bitter smoke. You do not feel anything any longer. You have forgotten your own name, little by little, and your age you do not know anymore. Everything goes away, gently vanishing in the cold of November. Everything vanishes in this fascinating fire, in this bonfire of black wood. Everything vanishes in the silent contemplation of this human shape that is laid down and blackens, that blackens in the flames, that does not look at you, that does not look at you any longer. It's fascinating, Dad, how much I have waited for this day, how much I have waited for this night of black wood and naked trees, how much I have wanted this moment of absence. It's fascinating how much nothing seems to make any sense any longer. Not my sorrow, nor my hatred. It is fascinating how much I have hoped for your death, as fiercely as I hoped for mine, and how naked and useless I feel in this moment. It is fascinating how, even arrogant and lonesome, I can still long for your gaze, your black, busted, cracked eyes that turn toward the sky and that don't look at me, and that don't look at me any longer. People pass by, but you don't hear them. Gradually, your father's silhouette crumbles, the flames abate. You remain standing, immobile, eyes lost in thought, watching the wind as it caresses the red ashes, waiting until the morning comes.
I've always thought a funeral pyre was a much more suitable burial than, well, burial. I apparently leveled. Okay. Experience points. Click on the character profile. So directory points. Okay. So that gives me 15 points to play with. Let's go with 5 there. No, 5 here. Oh. Derp. Humor. Game could use some lightening up. You can use skill. Okay. So this is your skill tree. So anticipation, escape, and detection. Try to forget an enemy. Forgotten enemy disappears for 1 round. That's huh. So it almost seems like you're going to be fighting your own delusions in this game. That is really strange. Your problems bear less importance to you. You take less damage for the next 4 rounds. Wow. Rebound. You transform negative events into a positive attitude, which feels. Huh. That's interesting. Wow. Very interesting. I don't know what I should pick here. I'm not really sure. I love the idea of just forgetting an enemy. Whatever. I like that one right there. Okay. So I do that. Oh, it's already got my skill bars in it. And I think this is done, right? Or can I pick another one? No? How do you... Oh, there we go. Back. Aha. Okay. Yeah, I think this is going to be... I'm free to explore the village. Okay. Let's walk around the village just a little bit. This is only the demo, so I don't know how much more I can play in this. Okay. So far, I'm rather impressed with the kind of the dark and kind of sad feeling of this whole game. The music is great. The graphics are wonderful. What's up here? Whose house this is? Is this my house? Volva. I don't know. Gran the Partridge and Grandpa Silk. Okay. Hi, Grandpa. You visually interrupt a couple's quarrel. Quite the unusual scene, after all, between the old Silk and his wife. And the young lady, who already has issues with men, were you trying to cheer her up when you groped her butt, maybe? Okay then. I thought that with a tender, fatherly massage, the trust would come back. By rectifying, excuse me, the dominant male figure or something like that. Fatherly? Fatherly? You call that fatherly? But when you are going to grow, but when are you going to grow, you old fart? Masculine role model of my ass. You're harassing her, and you're still trying to justify it? You're exaggerating. Gran as usual. You see evil everywhere. I thought you did not have periods any longer. What? It goes from like super dark to like the dirty old couple yelling at each other. You dirty old bat. What the? Oh, it's you. I'm sorry. I was busy. Spreading the meaning of life to your old husband? Hello. Forgive this old couple's habits. My condolences on your death of your father. I wasn't able to attend the ceremony, but I appreciated him very much. Even if it possibly wasn't mutual. Would you grope him too? Ha! She snickers. He's not everybody's favorite, that's for sure. Ah, Gran is merciless. The favor of youth. Or not. Anyway. You wouldn't defend us. No worries. Little weeds grow apace. Little weeds grow... I don't know. Your father was a good old boy. He passed away too soon. If only Urk was as nice as he was, or as his sisters, my daughter wouldn't cry so often. Yeah, very true. It's not what makes me a bad man, if you want my opinion. Now that we mention it, my dear old husband, let's pick up our conversation where we left off. Okay. Go and come back and see us anytime. Yeah. Always welcome, etc., etc. And now he's... Damn it, he's flirting with his granddaughter. God damn it. Hey, creepy, creepy bastard. I got experience for being flirted at with an old man. That's really strange. Okay. Time to get out of this place. I am not sure what to think of that whole, like, interaction. Okay, I think this is a good place to call it quits. An interesting game altogether. A little strange in parts. And a very strange shift between, like, just super, like, melancholy and sad to, like, a weird, perverted old couple. Perverted old man, you know? I don't know. Anyway, if there's... You know, I got this off Steam, so if anyone wants to play that, it's available there, and I'll put a link to it in the description bar. Have a nice evening, everybody.